Good morning, Barry. How you doing?
Good, Wimp. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. I want to get you started by asking you why Oklahoma would fire their defensive coordinator. That y'all don't guard anybody anyway.
Nobody guards anybody in this league. It's all offense. Wimp. That's the problem. Everybody's offense outscores the defenses big time up here. This league, you have to have a defense that you have to have an offense at least score 40, 50 points because the defense is going to give up 30 or 40. That's the way it's been for several years. I blame it on Mike Leach. I think it's Mike Leach, so most of these guys are proteges of Leach from West Virginia, Dana Holmgren to, Kirk, the guy that Texas Tech, Cliff Kingsbury, Lincoln Riley, all these guys are proteges of him. Sonny Cumbie, TCU. All these guys are offensive-minded, and they spread everybody over the field. They throw the football everywhere. They're pretty skilled, and they know what they're doing. They give you problems defensively.
Is this football team at Oklahoma as good as a team as you've seen Oklahoma have in a while? They should be in the Final Four.
It's as good an offensive team as it was last year when Baker won the Heisman. Defensively, it's not. They haven't been a good defensive team the last couple of years, and I think it's a lot because of what the hell they do, that practice against, and what they see in this league. And they don't see the running game. They don't see anybody play smash mouth football or hammer them. And it's everybody's spread out. They isolate people. They put people in positions you got to be skilled to get them down. You can. You better have people who can cover and play our guys. And we got good receivers. We got great speed in receivers, talented. They don't have height like a lot of receivers do. You go play Texas this weekend, these guys get out and jump you, and they made several big plays because of their height against our corners. But they're talented, but Oklahoma is very talented. None of them were beat up at running backs at the start of the season. We had 4 outstanding running backs, really had. And right now we're down to about 1.5. The half is pretty good. That big Sermon kid out of Georgia, about 220, and he's a load coming up in there. He can run pretty good. But they get this Brooks kid, a redshirt freshman, that's really got deceiving speed and slippery. He can run through there. He had about 180 yards last week. He can break a long one on you. And they're talented offensively. They drop off defensively. Great in the kicking game. You don't return kickoffs against them. And the guy's a great field goal kicker. Got great range. He's just he doesn't miss. He's really a good player.
We're talking obviously to Coach Barry Switzer. Coach, if Alabama knocks off Georgia, that'll open up a spot for the Final Four. Who should be in there, Oklahoma or Ohio State, if they both win this weekend?
Well, I think where you go with the rankings, I don't know what the hell the rankings were. We were ahead of them, but we were 6. Yeah. They were 10.
You're 5 now, and you're 5 now, and they're 6 right now.
Okay. Well, we lost to a game. We lost to a team. We should be and easily be 12-0, undefeated. Number 2 team in the country, probably. And the reason why we lost is the team that makes the fewest mistakes in the big games usually gets their ass beat. Wimp, you know that.
Yeah.
We had 2 interceptions and a fumble and a couple of penalties. When you have penalties, it's critical what play was the production of the play that you got the penalty on. We had a couple of penalties on plays that we created 40-yard gains that put us in scoring position. And that was really crucial. So we made the most mistakes, came back and lost the game by only 3 points in a game we gave away, and only lost by 3 in the fourth quarter. Well, now we get to play that team again. And if we win the ball game and decisively, if we go out and play well and win the game, a couple touchdowns, and dominate offensively in the game like this kid has been doing, and then we deserve to be it because it puts the 2 best players in the country, Tua and Kyler Murray, in the game against each other. The only two candidates. Kyler Murray leads the nation in every category. The 9 categories a quarterback can lead in. He leads 7 of them. Greer, the West Virginia quarterback, who they just beat this week in a close game again, leads those 2 categories. And I don't know where the rest of them are in the country. But these guys can light it up, and they're really good. I think the country would love to see Tua and Kyler Murray play. They'd like to see if Oklahoma can score on Alabama defense. I think that makes a hell of a game, a hell of attraction. And they deserve to be, because if you both of them win and we beat the team that we lost to and we're ahead of the team that's behind us, we ought to stay where we are. And that's just logical to me, but hell, I don't know what these damn guys do.
Barry, can you compare Tua and Murray at all? Have you seen enough of Tua to be able to?
Well, Tua's a physical back, and he throws one's right-handed and the other's left-handed. I start right there.
Yeah.
And Tua has thrown the long ball. All I've ever seen Tua deliver is really a long ball. And he throws a well ball and has great trajectory, and he's accurate, and he puts the ball on. But it reminds me of my era when we ran the ball so damn well. We threw the ball. We had the guys wide open, and, if you had to touch and lay it in there, they're there. We've had to throw in some tight spaces with our offense, but we got everybody spread out. We're empty. We got 5 out. And so we're going to throw the ball, obviously. And so they're alerted the ball's coming. A lot of times Alabama throws the ball, they're not alerted it's coming, and it's he has the opportunity to deliver to guys that are in better position to maybe make a play. But the guy is outstanding. He runs well enough. He's big enough. He's physical, really a great physical looking kid. Kyler Murray's not going to even play pro ball. He's already got a $5 million contract waiting on him to go. He was the 9th player picked in the baseball draft, major league draft. He is a great prospect. You can't throw him out. He hasn't been thrown out. Every base he stole in college, he was never thrown out. He stole every damn one of them. And he's just an exceptional athlete, and he got great vision and throws the ball accurately, has a great trajectory. I'm not sure he couldn't play pro football. He's 5'10", can run 4.3. Let me tell you, he can. You hear them throw those numbers around, 4.3 speed. He has 4.3 speed. He is quick as a hiccup, and he can outrun anybody on the field. So it is two different players, but both exciting. Both both are the Heisman Trophy contenders. No one even close to these guys. So it would be a great matchup to see the Alabama one play Oklahoma 4 and see if Oklahoma could score on damn Alabama.
Do you think they could, Coach? Do you think Oklahoma would run up and down the field on Alabama like they have everybody else?
I don't say that they'd run up and down the field. I say that they'd score on them. They would score touchdowns on them.
How many? Would they get 40? Would they get 45?
It depends on if Alabama score quick, get us the ball back. Damn right we can. We're not going to slow you down, so we're going to get the ball. We're going to get a shot. We're going to get our bats. So it could happen that way. Y'all take a lot here. My old offensive philosophy. I'm going to hold the ball. I don't want to score too fast. I want to eat up the clock. I want to take about 8 minutes to score a touchdown. Then I play good enough defense. I get break serve and I get the damn ball back. I'm going to do 8 minutes on you again. And hell, we're in the second quarter. I've got 2 touchdowns. And you ain't got any. That's my game. And Alabama's kind of similar to that.
Yeah, so you like that. You like the Alabama style, I guess, maybe a little bit more than the Oklahoma style. I
like controlling the ball. I like the running game, and I like obviously great defense and run the football. But we'd like to be able to do that too. In this league, you got to defend the pass. I mean, everybody's selected. You don't have a forcing unit in this unit. Everybody used to talk about the old 7-man front forcing unit, 4 deep secondaries. Cover 4, 2 deep, all quarters and all that. Well, they don't get to play that stuff anymore. That's history. Today, guys that are on the field are about 3 linemen. Everybody else are hybrids. Everybody else better be run and be able to play in space because they're going to be put in space. It's very difficult. You maybe have one good linebacker that can play the run, and the rest 2 or 3 down linemen, and that's it. And it's the rest of the guys are playing pass defense.
Mike Leach caused all that.
Sure.
Mike Leach caused all.
Mike Leach and those guys, Hal Mummy, Mike Leach, these guys started all this damn offense, this area of the country, created this monster. It's exciting to watch. I'm telling you, these look like your basketball games.
Well,
Coach, how about Mack Brown? North Carolina's going to hire Mack Brown back. What's your take on that?
I'm surprised that Mack would want to get back into it. Of course, the money they pay these guys today, I've always said that somebody offered me a job, I'd take it and start a petition. Next day, get my ass fired. Well, but much money as they pay them, you get a good length contract because it's so enticing. When you and I coached, we didn't make anything. These guys,
no.
They're set for life when they get out of coaching. Bob Stoops doesn't have to do a damn thing the rest of his life. He's got $30-40 million in the damn bank. And, Nick and these guys, they're set. They don't have to do another damn thing. I think Mack's pretty good shape, but hell, Mack, they don't pay you anything at ESPN, so he's going to take the job, obviously.
What about
Mack wants to coach?
Was Lincoln Riley going to leave you? You think he's going to stay?
Do what now?
Is Lincoln Riley going to stay with you, or is he going to the Cleveland Browns?
It cut out on this end.
He's asking you, is Lincoln Riley going to stay put at Oklahoma, or will he go to the NFL?
The other day they were talking about Lincoln, the Cleveland Browns job. I said, Lincoln, more people want this damn job than one you just took. I promise you. More people would want Oklahoma job than Cleveland Brown. More coaches would, no question about it. And, Lincoln he can win here. He can control his destiny. They pay you enough. And it's just that those pro jobs are suitcase jobs. Ask Nick; he's been one. I've been in one. It's every few years you're gonna turn over.
Coach, there's rumors swirling around over here about Bob Stoops in Auburn.
It's fiction writers. I read that crap. Wimp, them damn fiction writers, sports writers write that crap. Ain't no chance of hell. Hey, he's going to resign Oklahoma and go to Auburn now and want to play Alabama every damn year and compete, get back recruit. Hell no. It's a joke. It's just people wanting to speculate, create conversation where you can ask me that question on a radio show. Some damn sports writer write an article like that.
Yeah, so
no substance at all to it.
Well, it sounds like Gus Malzahn's going to take a reduced buyout to stay there and coach. I don't understand that either. Why, if they owe him $30 million, then he should make them pay $30 million. But he's going to reduce his buyout so he can continue to coach at Auburn. What do you think about that, Coach?
Well, the guy wants to coach, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah,
sounds like
coaches are paying to coach.
Oklahoma goes into Texas and gets most of their players. Is that right or wrong? And are they able to compete?
We recruit nationally like nearly everyone does today, but most of our players are Oklahoma, Texas. Hell, our student body is half from Texas. We're only 100 miles from the Red River, and and Texas got 30 million people. We got 3 million. This state. Half our student body, I'm not just talking about football players. I'm talking about student body. We got 35,000 students here, and we got half of them in Texas. But it's easier to get. They got a lot of those schools down in Texas. Got private. They got those church schools. They got these academic schools. A&M in Texas cost a hell of a lot of money. You got. Baylor, SMU, TCU, those private church schools, I call them, and hell, they all cost a lot of money. Oklahoma's not as expensive as the rest of them, so we get a lot of overflow from down there.
Well, Coach, if Alabama and Oklahoma play, I think they'll play in Dallas probably most likely. Would you go to that game?
I'm going to, I'm planning on going down there. I do a coach's show, a pregame show every game up to kickoff, and but this game wasn't on my schedule to do, so I think I'm going to got a suite down there at the game. I'm going to go down for this.
Tell our listeners again the difference in this team and when you coached.
Well, my teams were ball control. I was thinking about making first downs. These damn teams today think making touchdowns. They treat first down and second down the same, and they don't even think about moving the chains till about the third down, and then I always thought about making 3 and 4 yards, and then being 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, and converting and moving the chain, and make about 3 consecutive first downs. And I'm in 4-down zone. I'm going to score. I'm going to put the ball in the end zone or kick a field goal. Most of the time, I'm going to score, and I ate the clock up, and you don't get the clock. And you know what? Your offense is sitting. That's the best defense because your offense is sitting over there and watching the game. My defense is resting. And I usually have a pretty good defense. My defense would go out there and get the ball back 3 plays, and all of a sudden your offense is sitting watching this, and your damn defense is tired. It's already played 15, 18 plays. So it's just a different philosophy. It worked.
You didn't pay any attention to anybody when you coached the Cowboys. I loved you for that. We win the Super Bowl. You don't give a crap what the players say and think. Coaches just did it your way.
You can't, Wim. No, you can't. We do that. No, you got to do it your way. The only way you know to do it. But if that ain't good enough, get someone else. They ain't been able to. I left there. I told Jerry, you told me I had 500 coaches to win a Super Bowl when I came here. Well, when I left, I said, Jerry, there's 499 out there left. Find one. Didn't find one yet. So.
Ain't found one yet.
How about Coach? How about Baker Mayfield? What's your take on how he's doing in the NFL?
Hell, he's won more games. He's won more games than won 3 years up there. Yeah, he's a good player. Everybody's hyped and all. I think the Kyler Murray, but it is shorter than him. I think Kyler Murray could play pro ball, but he's doing good because of the system. College game has influenced pro football more than anything. Pro football is the college game is given more to pro football than pro football has ever given to the college game. And they were really making it look great. I watched that Pat Holmes kid out of Texas Tech playing for Kansas City, and I watched golf that Cal kid the other night. I thought I was watching a college game. Did you watch that game, that pro game, Kansas City?
No, I didn't. I didn't get to see it, no.
Oh, my God. That looked like a college game. It was up and down the field. They spread out. They're empty. They're throwing the ball, movement. Hey, I'm telling you, that was a great game. And I said, this is college game. This is exactly what college game is like. But anyway, guys, you all take care and have a good one. And,
how's my boy Jim Moody doing?
Jim's struggling.
Is he?
Yeah. He plays golf. He goes out and hits a bunch of practice balls every day. That's good for him.
Well, Barry, I want to thank you for being on. You're a great guy. And we won't bother you anymore. We appreciate it so much.
Thanks, Coach.
Well, hell, football season's over. You don't want my ass anymore.
No, we're going to call you if Alabama, Oklahoma.
You'll call me next year if I'm around.
If Alabama and Oklahoma play in the Final Four, you got to come back home.
We're going to call you again. Thank you.
Oh, I'll be ready then. I won't be sitting in the back room here drinking shake by myself.
Yeah. Thanks, Coach.
I'll be ready for you.
Thanks.
All right. Take care, guys.